Why did this year the bishops set aside the theme "Be Not Afraid" as the October Respect Life Month theme?
Well, I think that when we look, particularly when we look at the culture of death, and or the throwaway society, as Pope Francis has spoken about, that oftentimes a lot of that is motivated by fear. The some of our the great sins against human dignity, abortion or war or racism, many of those evils have their root, their cause in the fear that we have, either the fear of others or not even fear, but sometimes even hatred of others. And that and we've seen through the gospel or through the scriptures how oftentimes fear kept people from really recognizing God's providence and love. And so Jesus, throughout the Gospels, is telling his disciples, do not be afraid, do not be afraid. And so for us as the followers of Jesus today, it is important for us to take up that, to hear that message from the Lord Jesus, and to not be afraid of all that threatens us, but for us to have the hope that sees beyond the threats and recognizes one, the triumph of the cross, and two, just the enduring mercy of God that will see us through any kind of trial. And then that for us then to be messengers of that, to be the joyful messengers of that, do not be afraid, and that we can go to the mother who is dealing with an unplanned pregnancy and who has fears or worries and may even be threatened by others, that that we can be those companions that say to her, "Do not be afraid," or to someone who is at that, facing the final days of their life, maybe a difficult illness, or is afraid of dying alone, or afraid of not certain about what's on the other side. And for us, again, to be those messengers who say to them, do not be afraid, and that we will be with you in that journey as you prepare to go into the prepare to turn yourself over to the merciful hands of a loving and benevolent God. And so I think that I'm very pleased with the theme that has been set for this year, because I think it both is a consolation for us, and then also a challenge for us to be the messengers, the conveyors of that good news to others.
Thank you for that.